League Antiques Roadshow with Dan Payne from Dan's NRL Collectibles. Welcome again.
Glad to be back, Bossy.
We have a very special piece first up from Arthur of Lismore. He says, I've had these, they belong to my late father, but I've never known what to do with them or what they could possibly be worth. They are football cards, rugby league cards from 70 years ago. They're of the 1948 Kangaroos in this little pack.
Yeah.
You've known about these?
I've known about these. This is an extraordinary set. A clothing company made it, of all things, the Stamina Pets Company.
So they sponsored the release of it. And the 48 Kangaroos, I will tell our viewers, I was lucky enough to go along to a reunion of the surviving members of the 48 tour more than a decade ago. They were great men, upping the tails, being for 6 weeks going to England and all of that. Just remarkable rugby league stories.
Oh, different days. Look, you've got players like Clive Churchill there.
Immortal Clive Churchill, yep.
Wally O'Connell.
Wally O'Connell, he was in charge of team morale on the ship. He played the piano and a great player.
Fred de Bellin.
Fred de Bellin, well, there you go. Now, so the Dragons lock forward Jack de Bellin, that is his grandfather, Fred, who was a member of the 48 Kangaroos. It's just amazing. What would this be worth, set like that for us?
A set like this, with the original packet, you're looking around $700.
$700. And now, people who don't know you, you actually do trade cards from all years and eras, but you go back to the beginning of time in terms of rugby league, a couple from 1910.
Yeah, well, we've got a kicking duel here from 1910. John Lomas and Dally Messenger, the two captains, captain of England and Australia. And it's a very unique set.
Oh, absolutely. And it's a kicking duel, and you could get this, put a stamp on it and post it.
Exactly right, and that's what's happened here. They've sent a letter back home.
Amazing stuff. All right, well, they're not for sale. Now, we go from the sublime to the ridiculous. This is a plastic rain poncho. What's that worth?
Well, they're worth about $1.50 in any reject shop.
Good answer. Now, remember that figure. What if they had a rugby league attachment? From Matt Ellis of Dubbo. He sent us a photo of he and his brother Andrew in ponchos that were emblazoned with the Adelaide Rams logo from 97 or 98.
Why didn't you say so? I didn't know it was this. This is the Holy Grail of rugby league.
The Holy Grail? It's the Holy Grail poncho with Adelaide Rams on it. Why is that?
Well, it's so rare. At the end of the game, they'll generally throw it in the bin, and I don't know of any in existence.
Is that right? So if someone did have them, though, where possibly could they be kept?
Well, hopefully they've got it locked away in a safety deposit box in the bank.
Right, okay, so could you give me a price? If someone watching right now has an Adelaide Rams poncho, what is it worth?
So if you're pushing me for a price, it's hard to say.
I'm pushing you.
I'd say $9 up to $10.
$9 or $10. Okay. Dan Payne from Rugby League Antiques Roadshow. Great as always. $9 or $10.